Mars looks silent, empty, and dead. But every time we study it more closely, the planet gives us another reason to wonder what it is hiding. That single marker is not just a location. It represents the new race to understand a world that may once have been alive. NASA's Moon to Mars vision treats Mars as one of humanity's future destinations. Did life ever exist beyond Earth? We already know Mars was once wetter, warmer, and more Earth-like than it is today. So when missions find something strange, in this video, a famous illusion, 2 atmospheric puzzles, and a rock that may hold clues from billions of years ago. In the 1970s, a Viking spacecraft captured an image that shocked people around the world. To some eyes, it looked like a giant face carved into the Martian surface. And the deeper we go, the stranger Mars begins to feel. Let's begin with one of the oldest Martian mysteries ever photographed. For many people, this was more than a strange rock. It felt like a message, a monument, maybe even proof that Mars once had intelligent life. But mystery is strongest when resolution is weak. As better missions arrived, scientists took a closer look. Higher resolution images changed everything. The face was not a structure. It was a natural hill shaped by erosion, shadow, and perspective. This was not a lie. It was a lesson. The human brain is built to recognize patterns, even where none were intentionally made. Mars is full of shadows, ridges, shapes that invite imagination. But sometimes, the mysteries of Mars do not disappear when we look closer. Because the next mystery is not an illusion. It is a real signal, measured by instruments, and scientists still do not fully understand it. That signal is methane. And on Mars, methane raises one very uncomfortable question. On Earth, methane is often connected to life, although geology can produce it too. So when Curiosity detected methane near Gale Crater, scientists paid close attention. Because methane on Mars should not be easy to explain. And what Curiosity found was not a steady background signal. It behaves strangely. NASA says methane appears at night, disappears during the day, and changes with the seasons. Sometimes it even spikes to levels far higher than normal. That means something may be releasing it, and something may also be removing it. And here is where the mystery deepens. Scientists suspect geological processes involving water and rock may be responsible. But that does not explain everything. Because the methane does not behave the way scientists expected. Even more puzzling, Europe's ExoMars orbiter did not detect methane in the atmosphere. Curiosity sees something near the ground, but orbit does not show the same picture. That means Mars may be trapping methane locally, destroying it quickly, or moving it in ways we still do not understand. Now, methane does not prove life, but it does prove that Mars is still active in ways scientists are trying to decode. And methane is not the only atmospheric puzzle Curiosity has found. Because the next mystery involves a gas we know much better: oxygen. When Curiosity studied the air in Gale Crater over multiple Martian years, scientists noticed something baffling. Oxygen was changing in ways known chemistry could not fully explain. This was surprising because Mars' atmosphere is mostly carbon dioxide, with only a tiny amount of oxygen. So even small, unexplained changes can matter. Scientists expected some seasonal shifts as gases mix and pressure changes through the year. But oxygen kept rising and falling beyond those expectations. That means something in Gale Crater may be interacting with the atmosphere in ways we do not yet understand. Maybe the explanation is geological. Maybe it involves surface chemistry we have not fully modeled yet. But for now, NASA's own description is simple. It is baffling. And once again, Mars refuses to behave like a dead planet. And then there is the mystery that may be the most exciting of all. a rock in Jezero crater that caught the attention of NASA's Perseverance team.
Jezero is important because it once held an ancient lake and river delta. That makes it one of the best places on Mars to search for ancient signs of life.
In 2024, Perseverance studied a rock nicknamed Cheyava Falls. And what scientists saw made them stop.
The rock showed unusual dark markings, often described as leopard spots. It also contained chemical signatures and structures that could matter a lot. NASA says these features could possibly have been formed by life billions of years ago, when this area had running water. That does not mean life was confirmed. But it does mean this rock may be one of the strongest astros Mars has offered so far. The patterns are exciting, but more testing is still needed. Because other explanations are still being considered. Unusual chemistry can sometimes imitate patterns that look biological. So the mystery is real, but the answer is not settled. And in science, that is often when the most important work begins. A clue like this becomes powerful only after repeated testing, comparison, and deeper analysis. That is why one strange rock can become a major scientific event. If Cheyava Falls truly records a life-related process, it would change how we think about ancient Mars. And it would suggest Mars may have stayed habitable longer, or in more places, than we once assumed. So what do all these mysteries tell us together? First, Mars is not a simple planet. Second, not every mystery points to life. Real science gets stronger when it separates illusion from evidence. Third, some Martian mysteries remain open, even after careful measurement. And that is exactly why Mars still commands so much attention. The new space race is not only about planting flags or launching bigger rockets. It is also about answering questions that could reshape our place in the universe. If Mars once hosted even microscopic life, then life may not be rare. And if these mysteries are purely geological, that is still a major discovery. Because either way, Mars is teaching us how planets evolve and how we search for life honestly. Maybe the greatest secret Mars is hiding is how much we still do not know. So no, we do not have proof of aliens on Mars. But we do have real mysteries, real measurements, and real reasons to keep exploring. Subscribe for more real space mysteries, because the story is only getting stranger.